Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease that Thomas blames Douglas all the time, saying it was Douglas who played the prank on Brooke. He accidentally used his fake voice software to call CPS, and Thomas didn't know about it. Not only that, because Thomas also asked Hope to move into his house to raise Douglas, surely Douglas was not properly raised to cause this. Luckily for Thomas, because the plan worked, he managed to trick Hope and Brooke. In fact, Hope was so angry after seeing the recording on Thomas's phone, she asked Douglas who the recording was made by. Douglas had denied that it was he who did this. Hard to believe, but Hope knew Douglas would never lie. She also brought this recording to confront Thomas. Hope wanted to make sure Douglas wasn't the one who did it. However, Thomas's answer was exactly what Hope thought. Thomas said that Douglas caused everything. His son accidentally called CPS with fake voice software. Thomas even pretended to blame himself for carelessly letting his son play a prank on Brooke. It became clear that Brooke had nothing to do with this and Douglas was the culprit. However, behind the story is the haunting truth that Douglas has to endure. Thomas threatened his son and forced Douglas to lie. It seemed that Thomas had expected this to happen, so he trained Douglas to deny it. Douglas felt fear in front of Thomas, so he was forced to follow her father's request. Now Douglas has become his father's cannon fodder. After this, Thomas will use Douglas even more. Thomas had told Hope that it was all Douglas's fault and that his son was becoming a spoiled brat. Because Douglas lacked on upbringing from his parents, Hope and Thomas needed to spend more time raising Douglas. Thomas had asked Hope to come live with him and raise their son together. Although Hope knew this was impossible, but after this, Hope knew they should care more about Douglas. After knowing this, Brooke stopped her daughter. She still had negative thoughts about Thomas. He could relapse at any time, so Hope should stay away from him. Brooke also talked about her suspicions to Hope, who said that it was definitely Thomas who called CPS and then blamed his son. A kid like Douglas wouldn't do that, but Brooke had no evidence to back up the suspicion. Brooke is forced to accept that a child plays a prank on her.